Broadcasting from Cincinnati, you're listening to the Ringside Reporter Podcast. All the news from the world of boxing right here.
Well, I'm talking to you the way I want to talk to you.
Now, here's your host, Eric Lorda.
Welcome to a special Thursday edition of Ringside Reporter. My name is Eric Lorta, and I'm here with my co-host, Joe Habib, and we got some breaking news for you today. Mike Tyson has been reportedly offered $20 million to return to the ring, if you will. And Evander Holyfield has also jumped on the bandwagon and is reportedly going to come back and start fighting exhibitions and that kind of thing. So we'll start from the top here. Beeb, you did a show the other day.
Oh yeah. It's kind of
Mike Tyson and Deontay Wilder, and
kind of trolling the Wilder fans a little bit.
How dare you? He's a friend of the show, Beeb.
Trying to get a rise out of the Wilder fans. You know
What's
how
the
it
matter
is.
with you? Or rise out of the Wilder fans. So Mike Tyson was offered. Let me read this to you. This is from MMA Fighting. It said on Wednesday, BKFC, which is Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship, BKFC president David Feldman told MMA Fighting that he has reached out to Mike Tyson in an attempt to bring him to the organization. According to initial reports from Heavy.com, BKFC was willing to pay Tyson $20 million guaranteed for his return to action. More importantly, Feldman says BKFC just wants to be in business with Mike Tyson in whatever capacity he'd be willing to join the organization. This all started with the video that just went viral. Everybody went nuts over this video. It was a 6-punch combination.
He's back, man. He's back.
That was
ready.
A vicious combination.
Like he's never left.
Did you notice at the end, though, he was off balance?
Looked perfect.
He was off balance at the end. He was. Watch him throw. He throws those two. He throws the right, left, right, left, right, left to the head. And then he essentially throws 3 left hands. And then he throws 2 to the body, 2 lefts to the body, crosses over and throws that right. And you can see him not stumble, but you could just see he's off balance. Go watch the video.
Superman punch.
Superman punch. You ever been hit with a Superman punch?
Never, man. If I ever did, I'd kill myself.
I would do.
Fuck's gonna land a Superman punch on the beat, jumping at me like that from friggin' 20 feet away.
I remember when we used to spar and stuff like that. I used to spar with like some of the Muay Thai guys and the MMA guys, and I would see that punch coming from a mile away.
Oh yeah.
And I would just circle out of the way, and
like run and start punch almost.
I don't know how people get hit with that. I really don't.
Has anyone ever really actually landed that punch in a real fight?
They landed in the UFC. They landed in the UFC.
Thrown.
I mean,
they landed though.
Yeah. Oh yeah. People landed, man. But I don't understand it. I don't understand the concept behind it and how you can hit somebody with that. Because, like I said, man, we were sparring. It was all hands. So maybe when you're kicking and everything like that, you get distracted. You're worried about the kick coming to your head or your legs or something like that, and then they could sneak it in. Yeah. But if it's just hands, if you're just like boxing sparring,
I guess someone could kind of throw a leg kick at you and make you drop your guard a little bit, and then they could come upstairs. I guess I don't know. You'd have to be pretty preoccupied to allow that thing to get through.
I remember they would try that. Like I said, I would get that tried on me from time to time, and I always focus on defense anyway. I never really focus on too much offense. I always like to focus on the defense and make the people miss and stuff like that. And, and they would load up on that punch, and I would see it a mile away and just move, and just move to the opposite side. So just depending on what hand they throw it with, you just move to the opposite side and just jab them, and then they got to restart everything again, or you just move out of range, and that's it. They have to reset again. I don't get it, man. I've never been hit with that. Never been hit with that.
So when they say they want to be in the Mike Tyson business, like, what does that mean? Like, they want to work with him in any type of capacity. Like, so he doesn't
type of capacity. He doesn't even need to fight. But I don't know. They said they wanted to pay him for $20 million guaranteed for his return to action, but they just want to be in the Mike Tyson business, which means to me that you probably won't get $20 million if you don't fight. But They just want, if Mike Tyson is associated with BKFC, they can put themselves on the map, if you will. They can put themselves out there. It would be a kind of a good thing, I think, for them promotion wise. I don't see it'd be a win-win for them promotion wise. It'd be a big win for them. For Mike Tyson, if he's getting paid, say they offered him $10 million to just be the ambassador, why not? Why not? It's a lot of money either way it goes. But let's talk about this for a minute. They said some rugby player, some Australian rugby player or whatever. I guess they want to put that match together. I don't know if, the guy's a rugby player. I don't know how much boxing experience he has. I don't know the guy. But, I'd watch. Tyson would probably win that fight. I think he could win that fight.
Holyfield announced he's coming back today. So now the drums are beating for a Tyson Holyfield rematch.
Does anybody want to see that, though? I'm not even 100% sure. I want to see Mike Tyson in the ring again. Remember when he lost to, who was the guy he lost to? The last guy.
Danny Williams.
Was it Andy Williams?
Danny Williams.
Who?
I think Danny Williams.
Danny Williams. Yes, Danny Williams. And he was knocked out in like the 6th and just couldn't get up because he was exhausted.
Yeah, I think he hurt his leg too or something.
Does anybody want to see him come back at 53?
Well, a motivated Mike Tyson's very dangerous. He was checked out. He was mentally checked out those last 2 fights. He was just trying to get a payday.
What makes you think he's going to be motivated? Because he throws some 6-punch combination?
I just saw when he threw that combination, I saw a spark in his eyes, man. I could just tell he was,
his back was to the camera.
No, I could see his eyes. He had a gleam in his eyes.
He had a gleam in his eyes.
Like George Foreman came back after a 10-year layoff, and everyone laughed at him, and he became the world champ again. You can't crush someone's dreams, okay? You can't do that.
I'm not trying to crush anybody's dreams. I'm just saying.
All right, don't rain on someone's parade, man. Age ain't nothing. Don't start age discriminating against people. All right, people have been trying to tell me I'm too old to do things, and I'm not ready to hang them up yet. I'm not ready to hang them up yet. I'm not ready to start using my senior discount card right now. I don't want to do that. All right.
I tell you what, man. It's just I don't want to see him fight again because for what? What could you possibly gain?
I think he's got the muscle memory, man.
He looks like it. Listen,
he's ripped again. He's in
good shape.
I just think he's hungry again. I think he's hungry again. He's got the eye of the tiger. Again? Yeah.
I think maybe he's got the munchies from that weed farm. I think
he's ready, man. I think he's ready to come back and make it.
You know how much money he's going to make from that weed farm? You have any clue? A ton.
A lot.
A ton. It's ridiculous.
His podcast is like crazy. You ever see his podcast now? That Hot Boxing with Mike Tyson.
I never watched it, but I know he's got a lot of celebrities.
It's really good.
He's got a lot of celebrities on there and everything like that. And he's probably making a ton of money off of that because I know they got sponsors, right? I'm 100% sure they got sponsors on there.
Yeah.
So he's probably making crazy money from that. He doesn't need the money. You know what I mean? That's the thing. Like, he doesn't need the money.
Now they're saying that the Daily Mail, the UK, they were saying Mike Tyson was offered sensational comeback against Sonny Bill Williams. Who's Sonny Bill Williams?
I don't know.
So now everyone's like coming up with stories about Mike Tyson with big offers and stuff now.
Right.
So, but who's Holyfield? What's Holyfield gonna do?
Ooh.
What's gonna go on with him?
Yeah, so we're just watching that video, man, that 5-second video. He hits hard. He hits real hard, man. He still hits hard. He still turns into his punches.
He's ready, man. I think he's ready for a comeback.
I'm pretty sure he can knock me out at 53. That's for sure. Jesus.
Think he can knock out Andy Ruiz right now?
No. I don't think he could beat any top 10 fighter.
What about Wilder? Wilder like almost lost to a 50-year-old Luis
Probably,
Ortiz.
he could definitely get. He'll beat Wilder for sure.
Think he beat Wilder? I think if he hits Wilder right, I mean Wilder's not, he hasn't been looking good his last couple of fights.
I don't think he could beat Wilder, man.
I give him the edge.
I don't think.
There's only one guy that I wouldn't pick him over. That's Andy Ruiz. That's Tyson Fury. No one can touch Tyson Fury, but I'd give Mike Tyson a shot over any of these heavyweights. May even be able to beat Joshua right now, I think.
You beat Joshua, you can land on Joshua. No, I don't think he beats any of the top 10. No way. Stamina plays a big part in it. Well, those guys.
Just the fact that he says he's coming back for 4-round exhibitions, that just tells you right there he doesn't want to fight real fights.
4-round exhibitions. Like, what are you doing? Why come back? I mean, for an exhibition,
If those guys from BKB are willing to fucking give him $20 million, that makes you think how much of the. Then when we were talking about like when Paulie Malignaggi said, he pointed to a UFC card and he said I made more than everyone on the roster that night for fighting BKB. And remember you were kind of questioning that a little bit. Well, does this kind of give a little bit of credibility to the fact that maybe Paulie Malignaggi wasn't lying about how much money he got from his fight? Because they're going to give Tyson $20 million. Would it sound ridiculous that maybe they gave Paulie maybe $1 million or maybe like $750,000 at least? You think?
Yeah, I think so.
They probably gave him $750,000. I would say they gave him at least $750,000, right?
At least, yeah, I think so. I don't think that's out of the ballpark,
right?
So yeah, I don't think it's out of the ballpark.
So this Feldman guy seems to have some money.
Well, yeah, I think so. I mean, a Mike Tyson fight would generate some dollars.
Yeah.
I think it would generate some dollars. I don't care who he fights.
Yeah.
And here's the thing, like if he wins, Jesus, can you imagine if he comes back and he wins a fight? You're back to, it's all over. I mean, that guy can name his own price. They'll be wanting him to come back to boxing.
I heard rumors too. Someone's mentioning Briggs versus Mike Tyson. I heard that was a rumor too as well.
Yeah.
Briggs versus Briggs. There's a ton of rumors going around. I think he was saying that he wants to like make money and donate it to charity. So I don't know if someone's going to give you $20 million, are you going to donate that whole thing to charity?
I'm not donating any of it to charity.
I mean, I don't know.
I'm not donating none of it to charity.
I mean, the Beep Foundation can use that money. I mean, why would we give it away? We have charities here. Right?
I'm going to donate it to the Eric Loda Needs a Sports Car Fund. You know what I mean? That's
yeah.
That's it. 20 million, man. I'm not giving a dime of that to charity, son. That's how I'm living.
Wow. And the guy Feldman is like confirming it too. Like the guy's not saying it's bullshit.
Yeah, I mean, so it must be true. I mean,
gotta be real.
Yeah. But like the bare knuckles thing, man, it's a different sport.
Yeah, he's never done that before. Like this is the thing with Paulie Malignaggi. Paulie Malignaggi fought Artur Lobov, right?
Yeah.
So I scored the fight for Malignaggi, but it could have gone either way.
I scored the fight for Lobov. I thought Lobov got him.
Because it was 3-2 either way.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought Malignaggi won it. But it wasn't like he clearly won that fight, like the way he was saying. Because he went in there and said, well, I outboxed him. Okay, but this isn't like
boxing, son.
It's not the same criteria. Like the judges are not judging your style. If you went in there to outbox a guy and you didn't go in there to like knock him out, then you had the wrong strategy. Like he broke his hand early and he tried to kind of like coast, right?
Can't do that here.
You can't do that there. I mean, because if the other guy's coming at you, but the fight was close. I mean, if anyone who thought Lobov won, it was a close fight regardless.
The fact that it was as close as it was should let you know it's a completely different.
Paulie, he really can't talk shit after that, because that fight was close. You can't go life and death with a guy like Lobam, who's not even a real fighter.
Right.
Well, I take that back. He is a real fighter.
Real boxer.
He's not a. I apologize. I don't want to insult the guy. He's a real fighter without question. He's a real fighter, but he's not a prototypical boxer. He's not a classic boxer.
Right. He's more of an MMA guy.
But again, that, like you said, I think an MMA guy would be better suited to bare knuckle boxing than real boxing. So if you took a real boxer, a professional boxer, and you took a professional MMA guy and you put them in a bare knuckle fight, could we argue that maybe the MMA guy would have an edge?
Depends on which boxer,
right?
Yeah.
Well, if the boxer was not like a knockout guy, say you took say you took a Chad Dawson,
okay,
and you put him in there with the John Bones Jones, right?
Yeah.
Bare knuckle. You may want to favor Jones in that one, no?
Yeah, I would favor Jones in that one, yeah,
right?
For sure. Yeah, because that's what they're used to. And they're used to like the dirty boxing and stuff like that. They're used to that kind of thing. And like I said, man, I tell you right now, it is a completely different sport because Bobby Gunn, who never lost a fight in bare knuckle, never. I mean, he's their guy. That he's got the belt, and that lineage goes back to John L. Sullivan. Bobby Gunn fought a who's who in boxing. He fought everybody there is to fight in boxing in his weight class, and he lost to all the big guys. A lot of big guys, a lot of big names, but he lost to them. You know what I mean? So listen, he was a really good boxer, really good, solid boxer. He was a great bare knuckle boxer, though. There's a difference. It just is, man.
Yeah.
And I don't fully know what the difference is in the sense that, but when he was talking, he was breaking it down. Bobby Gunn, I'm speaking of now, he was breaking it down, saying that there's a certain way you don't just hit. Like when you hit in boxing, it's different than when you hit in bare knuckles. It's like you turn your hand and you got to hit with a certain part. You know what I mean? I know the first three knuckles. That's what
you can't hit with your knuckles. You have to hit with your bear. You have to make sure you hit with the flat part of your fist, or you're gonna break your hand.
You're gonna break them, yeah.
Now, when you have a glove on, any part of the fist, even if you throw a hook, sometimes this part of the knuckles will hit. Because you can't always guarantee you're gonna hit with the flat part of the fist when you have a glove on, because that glove is rounded. Okay, you don't have a rounded edge; you have a flat edge. So if you hit with the knuckle part, you're gonna break your fucking knuckles. So you got to hit with the flat part of your fist. So you got to make sure you're boom.
Mm-hmm. It's different. Like I said, man, it's a different thing. I mean, could he beat though? But could Mike Tyson beat this rugby guy? Probably. Yeah. They'll give him a touch. They'll give him a soft touch or whatever. But they're not going to because they want to see him win. They want to see him be successful, I mean, they want to see him in there. But let's talk about whatchamacallit, Evander Holyfield. Now, I don't know a whole lot about this.
It's just come out today.
Yeah, so I don't know much about it. But what about this as far as he's coming back? Why?
So if you're going to do,
it's got to be.
He wants to do 4-round exhibitions too. But the thing is when you who are you going to get to fight 4-round exhibitions against these guys? That's the thing.
Yeah.
Who's gonna want to do it? First of all, because if it's an exhibition, you can't get a real good. You're not going to get a fighter who's at the top of his game to fight you, right?
Well, no.
So who are they going to get? If they called you up right now and said you want to do an exhibition with Mike Tyson, would you do it?
Depends on how much I get paid.
Would you do it for $100,000?
Yeah.
You would?
Yeah, yeah. For $100,000? Yeah.
You wouldn't be afraid you'd get hurt?
No. I probably would get hurt, but I wouldn't be.
How would you fight? What would you do?
Listen, man, I couldn't stay on the outside with him. There's no way I could stay. He's too fast. Could not stay on the outside with him. You'd have to get in there sloppy. I'd have to get real sloppy.
You can't let him build up. You can't let him build up a momentum.
No, I'd have to get right in his chest, and I'd have to grab. I'd have to like.
I don't know how the fuck I would fight. I would probably like just like. I would like grab
You're
him.
big enough to jab him, no? I
couldn't keep him on the outside though, like because if I gave him too much, if I gave him too much space, he'd be able to like build up momentum and attack me. So I'd have to like take away that ground. So he like, you know what I'm saying? I'd have to smother him too. Really, I'd have to lean on him and kind of like lean on him and pull down on his head and stuff.
Yeah, that would be like, you know, you'd have to get on.
I'd have to fight him like Klitschko. I'd have to jab and grab him.
Like, Eric would. JC said Eric would fight like tension.
Oh God. Yeah, I would have to fight him like Klitschko, jab and grab him and lean on him.
Yeah,
but he's fucking strong too, right?
Well, he's got to be super strong. He's got.
Who'd you rather fight him? Who'd you rather fight? Him or Holyfield?
Holyfield.
I'd rather fight Holyfield too.
Holyfield without question.
Yeah.
Because Holyfield can set you up. Holyfield can, you know, you can at least, I don't know. I mean, listen, I stand no chance. Neither one of us stand a chance against either one of those guys. But I would literally shit myself if I was in the ring with either one of those guys. God, could you imagine? Those guys are like so fucking good, man. Could you imagine? The only thing you'd have, you know, like the only thing because again, I couldn't stay on the outside or anything like that. I mean, I'm not big enough. I don't have a bigger reach to stay on the outside with that guy. I would have to go inside on him. And as soon as I come inside, those punches hurt, man. I mean, you know, it's not, this is a former heavyweight champion of the world. Those shots hurt. So as soon as you get hit, you're going to be rethinking things, man. You're like, Do you think Tyson's power is the same as it once was? No, I don't think it was. No, I don't think so, because he's not as fast as he was. But how much power you actually think he lost? Because Foreman's power, he didn't lose much power when he came back. I don't know, man, but he's still quick. I mean, if you watch him hit those pads, he's still quick, and he's still like, you could see him turn into those shots, man. And that's what's crazy about it. I mean, because he still's got that power, and he's still got speed. I mean, that's a 6-punch combination in a 5-second video. That's quick, man. He's 6 really punches fast. Like nothing, man. Like nothing. And he put that combination together. I had to slow it down on the replay. He put that combination together in 3 straight left hands. Think about that. 3 straight left hands. That's crazy, man. The body, like the way he throws that combination, the body, uppercut, then the hook. See, that's the thing. Like you could come inside him as far as like come on the inside with him and try to smother him. But those body shots he landed, those were close range body shots. I mean, those were close in body shots. You almost gotta like hang on his left arm, because that's his most dangerous punch, is that left hand. He could like the way he goes to the body with that left hand, the hook and everything. You remember that hook to the body, hook to the he's just so dangerous with that left hand. Those 2 uppercuts, shot to the body, shot to the head. And then he's got that right hand that he knocks people out with. And he can knock you out with either hand. Either hand. That's rare. Yeah, he's dangerous, man. JC said his footwork is still there. I don't know. We'd have to see more. You know, we'd have to see more and stuff like that. Clearly, he knows what he's doing. I mean, you can't do it for that long and not know. I mean, he could probably do it in his sleep. But yeah, I don't know, man. I don't want to see him fight again. Because you watch these guys. You remember Sugar Ray Leonard when he came back and fought Terry Norris? No, it was worse than that when he came back and fought Camacho. That was even worse. Yeah. Why? Because Camacho was like it was like feather fisted. That's my favorite fight, Eric, and you're making me bring it back bad memories, man. That's not right. All right. Well, how about Ali and Larry Holmes? Let's do that one. I don't like that one either. I don't like that one either. It was painful to watch. They're all sad. They're all sad, right? Aren't they all sad? And Danny Williams, I guess Danny Williams was the last one to fight Mike Tyson. Yeah. And that was a sad fight too. It was crazy. Because I'm like, once this guy throws one and done, I mean, after the first round, he wasn't there anymore. He wouldn't throw those combinations anymore. It was largely he was looking for one shot. And if you watch that Lennox Lewis fight, that was what he was doing. He was looking for one shot, you know?
Yeah, he was loading up in that. I don't.
Yeah.
Danny Williams was his second to last fight. His last fight was actually Kevin McBride.
Wasn't that the Colossus? I think they called him the something Colossus.
Yeah.
But Kevin, what is it, McBride?
Kevin McBride was his last fight in 2005.
Yeah, and he got knocked out.
He lost to Danny Williams in 2004.
And then what did he get?
KO'd. He got KO'd.
Yeah.
In the fourth round by Danny Williams.
What about McBride?
He got not he retired on his stool after 6. I think he hurt his knee in that fight though.
Yeah. I mean, he's done, man. I mean, you had your day. And now he's 53 and he looks good on the pads and everything like that. I mean, you can put him in front of a body bag. I'm sure he looks good there. But I tell you what, man, there ain't no way he stands a chance against anybody with any kind of
it'll be tough
pedigree. Yeah, nobody in the top 10 for sure. All these guys, man. I mean, this.
You think he could beat Chris Arreola?
No.
Think he can beat Bermane Stiverne right now?
I don't know because Bermane Stivern's not been active. I'm talking about any active fighter.
Okay.
Yeah, any active fighter.
Well, think he can beat Adam Konaki?
No.
Big Baby Miller?
No. I don't think he beats.
There's not one current heavyweight right now he could beat.
No. You know these guys, man. The guys fighting now. I mean, it's such hard work to be a fighter.
Could he beat?
You have
Dominic
to go
Brazil?
in there.
Can he beat Dominic Brazil?
No. I don't think he beats anybody active. You know what I mean? Any active top 10 guy. I don't think he beats anybody, man.
Could he beat Rocky Balboa?
That's a tough one because
could he beat Sly Stallone?
Well, Stallone's in his 70?
Yeah, he's like 70 something.
Yeah, I think he probably does. But does he beat Creed? Does he beat that guy, Adonis Creed?
Yeah, he can beat him.
I don't know, man. He knocked out Andre Ward. He did. You saw the movie. He knocked him out. Got his car back. I don't know.
That's a joke. It's a joke.
Oh, no. JC says, could Mike Tyson beat Chuck Norris? I don't know.
Think if Bruce Lee was alive, Mike Tyson could beat him?
Yeah, Mike Tyson would walk right through Bruce Lee.
Beat Bruce Lee, right?
Yeah. Yeah, he'd walk over Bruce Lee.
Let me see. You think Mike Tyson could beat Jackie Chan?
Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
What about Jean-Claude Van Damme?
Chuck Zito beat Jean-Claude Van Damme.
That's a rumor. Mike Tyson and Chuck Zito are really good friends, too.
Are they? Chuck Zito's a big guy.
They actually hang out together.
Yeah, Chuck Zito's a big guy, man.
Mike Tyson and Chuck Zito hang out together. What if like Jean-Claude Van Damme, like the Bloodsport version, when he dipped his hands into the glass and stuff? Think he can beat Mike Tyson?
No, yeah. I thought Tong Po was going to beat him.
You think under those conditions?
No.
That maybe he could beat Mike Tyson?
No, because you got to think about it. Mike Tyson with that glass on his fist too.
That's right.
Yeah, I don't think so. Wasn't that was supposed to be about a real dude?
Frank Dukes. Yeah. Frank Dukes.
Frank Dukes. Go look on YouTube about Frank Dukes, and they got like these, they got this video just blasting that guy.
They say he's like a fraud and shit.
Who was that dude? George Dillman. You remember him?
No, I don't know.
George Dillman. He was the one with the invisible knockout or whatever.
Oh, the invisible
where he would
punch?
where he would just like go bang, and they just fall over and stuff like that.
Those fucking guys, those fake martial artists and shit, those guys are crazy.
Those guys ought to be arrested, man, because they're taking people's money, They're taking people's money, man.
So $20 million, man. Do you think he goes with BKB? You think something? I mean,
I don't know.
How do you turn down $20 million?
Listen,
for like how many rounds is a BKB fight too? How many rounds?
Maybe 5, I think. I thought
Five,
it was
right?
5. Yeah, I thought it was
5
5
rounds, right?
But I think it's 2-minute rounds too. But like, think about it for a minute though. Like, would you get up every day now that you're 50 now, right?
Yeah.
You're 50.
50.
Could
right?
you get up every day, run, go hit the bag, go train at the gym and all that other stuff? Get up early in the morning, get up. You know what I'm saying?
I probably need my caffeine.
It's hard to do.
I need
and
my
then
caffeine.
You diet, then you got to diet because you can't eat. I mean, even though he's a heavyweight, you can't be eating all the junk and everything like that. You can't eat what you want to eat. You still got to go on a strict type diet, and to get up that every morning. And it's not like he lives in like the projects. I mean, he lives in a very nice house.
What about ice cream? Do you have a little ice cream at night? Maybe one, like a half. Not even what about half cup? Like a half cup?
Can't do it.
Can't fit that. You can't fit that in the regiment.
You can't do it. Beeb doesn't fit it in his regimen. Why would Mike Tyson fit it in his regimen?
But if you wanted a nice peanut butter and fluff sandwich, could you squeeze one of those in there?
What is a fluff? What is a peanut butter fluff sandwich?
The marshmallow fluff. You ever have that?
No. It just doesn't even sound good.
You never had a fluff
No. Why don't you guys eat peanut butter and jelly like everybody else?
I eat jelly. I eat like peanut butter and jelly sometimes too.
You put marshmallow on with peanut butter.
You had a peanut butter and fluff sandwich?
No.
That's Lisa. I'm sure Lisa's had a peanut butter and fluff
Lisa's
sandwich.
not had that nonsense.
Ask her if she's had one day.
All right. I'll ask her.
Has anyone in the chat ever had a peanut butter and fluff sandwich? Be honest.
No. Nobody's had one.
I told the girl that one day. She started laughing at me.
What are you, 5?
That's what she said to me.
Bananas on it and stuff.
She said to me. She goes, "What's your favorite sandwich?" I said, "Peanut butter and fluff."
Jesus.
I didn't get a second date.
Yeah, I wonder why.
I didn't get a second date with that chick.
Georgie said that's gay.
Oh god.
No fluff. Nobody's had one of those.
No one's eaten fluff before in their life.
No.
Oh my god. What are you guys doing?
How do they even what does it come in? Like
I'm gonna stay right there. I'm gonna show you what it looks like.
Oh, get out of here.
I'm gonna show you what it looks like.
What's the matter with him? Talking about a fluff sandwich. What is a fluff sandwich? Yeah, I'm with you guys, man. I haven't had any of that stuff, man. Like what peanut butter and you just put like, I guess the marshmallow. I guess it's like some kind of marshmallow in it. What in? Open it up. Open it up. Let me see what it looks like. I can't hear you. You're on mute.
You never seen these before?
No.
Marshmallow fluff?
No. Is that like a big thing out in Boston or something?
They must have these in Ohio too, no?
Maybe they do. I just pass right by them if they do. I've never seen them. Open it up. Fluff. What does it look like? Open it up. What does it look like?
Smells awesome. See all the marshmallows inside? See it? It's fucking awesome.
What's the matter with you?
Come on, Georgia. You've had.
What is it like? Liquid marshmallow or something?
No,
like
it's
that?
thick. It's thick. It's thick.
I'm not a big marshmallow fan anyway, but yeah, it doesn't sound good.
Oh, it's really good.
A fluff sandwich.
Peanut butter and fluff.
Peanut butter and fluff.
What about can you have like a popsicle once in a while or no?
What's that?
Could you have like a popsicle once in a while? There's only like 80 calories in a popsicle.
You can have a couple ice cubes.
That's it.
That's it.
What if I took orange juice and I put it in the ice cube container and I made like little orange juice cubes?
Can't do it. Orange juice high in sugar.
Can't do
sugar,
that,
son. You can't even do that.
Okay.
Can't even do that. You just got to get up early and train, son.
I don't think I'm coming. I don't think I would come back then. If I can't have my treats every now and
then. I tell you what, I would have a weed farm though.
Would you?
Yeah.
Would you have a pet tiger?
Would I have a pet tiger? What am I, the Tiger King? Did you watch that show yet?
No. I'm just not into it for some reason.
What do you do? What do you mean you ain't into it? What do you just turn it on?
I can't
just
get
turn
myself.
it on and watch it. Just turn it on.
I see how the guy
yourself in a chair and watch
I see how the guy looks. He's just like a turnoff. This guy. Like, I can't get into it when I look.
What do you need, an attractive man in front of you to get into it?
He just looks.
He's just not my type. I mean,
no, he's too weird. The guy, like, I don't know.
Of course he's weird. He owns tigers. He runs a tiger farm. What do you think? He's not going to be weird? What do you think? Normal people do that?
I'm gonna have to force myself to watch it one day.
Just watch it. What else are you doing? You guys are quarantined up there. You guys can't even go out without a mask, and you're sitting there. What? Have you watched Tiger? No, I haven't watched it yet. The guy doesn't.
You know what I've been watching? The Last Dance. Did you watch The Last Dance with Jordan?
I saw a couple episodes of it. It's been pretty good. Yeah, it's been all right.
Now let me ask you this: Do you think it's been like kind of like a fluff piece for Jordan a little bit? You think it kind of makes Jordan look too good?
No, I kind of, after the first couple episodes, I kind of felt the opposite way. I kind of felt Jordan is just a big jerk, and I've always felt that way. I've always thought that, like, he portrays this image, and I bet you any money he is a jerk.
Oh, I've heard horrible. I've heard horrible. Like, I heard he doesn't even tip. My brother was telling me, like, that he knows people that, like, when he used to come to town and stuff for games, he never tips.
What a douche.
Or he doesn't tip.
What a douche. I mean, like, really, like,
let me ask you this. Could you ever imagine just like being at a practice and punching someone in the face on your team, no matter how mad you get, like just because like they fuck up a play or something?
Yeah. I mean,
you punch him in the face.
Yeah.
Like he punched Steve Kerr in the face during practice. I mean, Steve Kerr's like a little guy too.
Yeah. It's ridiculous. I mean, like, listen, he's the best player. I think he's the best player to ever live. I think he's better than LeBron. I think he's better than LeBron
too.
But the bottom line is, it's like, dude, I mean,
he's not from Alabama. He was actually born in, I think he was born in New York. He grew up in North Carolina.
Yeah, he was, but I think he was from New York. I think you're right.
I think he grew up in New York, but he was he lived in New York. He was born in New York, but he lived in like North Carolina, like when he was young. He grew up in North Carolina. Yeah. But
I don't know. But I've been watching it. I watched a couple episodes of that. I like to, I'll binge watch it. But
I've been watching that.
I've been watching that Ozark. Have you ever seen the Ozark?
No.
On Netflix. That's pretty good. I've been watching that. Trying to think of what else we're watching. That's about it. Watching the news, the whole Corona thing. That's about it.
When do you think we're going to open up again? When do you think we're going to start having sports again? September?
I don't know. I don't know if we will. Now, the SEC colleges, we just heard today that the SEC colleges have said they will have in-person class in the fall, which opens them up for sports. But we don't know how the other people are going to do. We don't know what the other leagues are going to do. I know, Michigan, Ohio State, and the Big Ten and stuff like that. They don't know. We're under, we're still under like until March, or was it May 29th?
May 29th.
Yeah.
Ours is May 18th.
Yeah, we have a stay-at-home order until May 29th.
Wow, that's a long fucking time, bro.
They were going to talk today. I guess he was going to talk today about when like barbershops and salons and everything like that are going to open and all that other good stuff. And I miss the gym like fucking. I'm going nuts with it. I'm doing a lot of walking and doing push-ups and I'm doing some ab. I have like an exercise mat. Yeah.
I was looking to try to buy an elliptical. All the freaking ellipticals are sold out. Everything is sold out. And nobody wants to drop. Anytime someone delivers something to you, they deliver it like on your doorstep. They won't even come they don't even come to your house. Like it's like crazy. Curbside pickup, everything.
Yeah. So check this out. So I had furniture, because we moved.
Yeah.
And we have this our living area and kitchen area. Basically, it's kind of an open floor plan. So it's all open because we have no furniture. I have a chair in there, and we have we're eating off of like a card table right now. And so we have no furniture. Well, our furniture came on Wednesday. All right. And they were actually nice enough to deliver it and bring it in, but it had to stay in the box. They couldn't like put it together or anything like that. So we had to put all the furniture together, like the table and chairs and everything like that, and the couch and all that other stuff had to be put together. It was insane. Just insane, man.
That's fucking nuts, isn't it?
Yeah. So yeah, it's been crazy, man. The whole thing has been a process for sure, but it's unlike any other time. Like Wood said last week, we're just part of history now. You know, I mean, we're just part of history.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah. So
Holyfield and Tyson are both going to come back and make exhibitions. And you don't think they're going to fight each other. You don't think someone's going to try and make them fight each other. You don't think that BKB guy will try to get them in the ring. Like, would Mike Tyson even entertain fighting without gloves on at this point in time in his career? Would he risk not having protection on his hands at this point in time in his career, do you think? Or you think it would be too much of an ask? Because if it's an exhibition, you would think he would want to like box with big gloves on, right?
Yeah. I mean, you wouldn't want to, I wouldn't think, you know, go out and do a sport that you've never done before, you know. That's what I think anyway. I don't think there'll be anything to this. And like, you know, I think you're right that somebody want to put Tyson and Holyfield together, but does anybody really want to see that? I mean, realistically, would you want to watch it?
We say right now that we don't want to see it, but then like a couple weeks away from the fight, what always happens?
Yeah, we get excited.
We start getting excited about it. Like we weren't excited about Mayweather McGregor for like a while
until we saw that press conference.
We started seeing the press conferences, and we started getting. Then we're like, "Damn, I want to see this now." You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, I don't know. I would, you know, I don't want to see him fight again. I don't want to see Holyfield fight again. You know, we've seen them fight. We've seen the end of their careers.
You wouldn't even want to see them fight in exhibitions like that. You know, like,
there's no point to it.
Even that's too much at this point, you think?
Yeah, there's no point to it. You know, I mean, two old guys in there boxing, and it'll be a higher level of boxing than you know anybody's ever, you know, like any average person's done. But it's still just, you know.
It's so crazy too. You know why? Because everyone is coming out of the woodwork now. Like I want to fight Mike Tyson.
Oh yeah. Because you know there's money attached to it. Just like if Floyd Mayweather came back, you know, there's gonna be money attached to it. So everybody's gonna be calling him out. Yeah. So I mean, with his name is money. Holyfield, not so much. His name doesn't carry as much weight, you know, as Tyson. Just doesn't.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough, man. It's tough.
Yeah. So, at the end of the day, do you see him coming back?
Yeah, because I think the money's too great. It's hard to say no to money.
It's hard to say no to $20 million, man.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Yeah, that's the thing.
It's tough to say no to $20 million. That's a lot of money. And it doesn't matter, like, I mean, but he's probably going to get close to that, if not more, from his farm. But that won't be ready. I don't know that it's ready. I don't know. I think it'll be ready in a year or two or something like that.
I don't understand though, like $20 million, like, is that going to be a contract type deal, or is that going to be for one fight? Because it hasn't really been clarified.
I don't know. And I think it could be just one of those things that he threw out there. I'll give you $20 million to come back. Come on back. We'll give you $20 million. And then the terms haven't been really discussed or closed, or, you know what I mean? Might call me back. It's $20 million. Boom, click. You know, like I said, man, I don't know. I don't think that.
I love his podcast. I watch his podcast every now and then. He has pretty decent guests on there. He had Tyson Fury on there before. He had Lennox Lewis on there before. He had Holyfield. No, he had Holyfield on there before. He had Tyson Fury on there before. He had
Lennox was on there. Yeah, Lennox was on there
too. He had T.I. on there. he has a lot of rappers on there too. Who else did he have on there? He had he has actors and stuff on there sometimes too. Yeah.
A lot of celebrities.
Yeah.
A lot of celebrities on there, man. And that's the other thing too. How much money is he making on this podcast? He's got to be making a ton, right?
Yeah, Michael Butler on there too.
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
With advertising and everything like that, he's got to be making a ton on there.
This guy, believe it or not, when you look at this guy's social media, he's got more followers than like Anthony Joshua on Twitter. Yeah. He's got more followers than Anthony Joshua on Twitter. He has just about the same amount of Instagram followers as Anthony Joshua. Like, he's more popular than these boxers are today, right now.
Right.
This guy is like an icon.
Well, he is, because he is a very polarizing character, man.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, he's not like you could argue he's as popular as Muhammad Ali, but doesn't have the same effect and impact on people. You know what I mean? He's not known the same way Muhammad Ali's known. Like Muhammad Ali will go to other countries and negotiate peace with them and stuff. That's some deep shit.
Yeah.
Like, no disrespect to Tyson, he's never done that. But he would be able to go anywhere in the world and people would know who he was.
Oh, like anywhere.
If he went to like Japan right now, if he went to China right now, people would know who he is.
Oh, for sure.
Like, I think if you take him, like Mike Tyson, Michael Jordan, and Muhammad Ali, could we argue that those guys are the three most popular athletes of all time?
I think so. I mean, who's more popular?
Like, even LeBron James right now, like LeBron James still isn't like as big as Michael Jordan was.
Right.
Like, Michael Jordan's worth like $2 billion right now. Like,
when everybody talked about Kobe Bryant and everything like that, he wasn't as popular.
No.
He wasn't as popular as Jordan. He wasn't as popular as any of that. So
when I watch the NBA in the 90s, when I watch the NBA in the 80s and 90s, it's just so much better than today's game. And that's taking nothing away from these guys.
Right.
But because I've been watching that The Last Dance,
yeah,
I find myself going on YouTube and watching like old games now. Like watching clips of John Stockton, Isaiah Thomas. And the league was just so much better back then.
Yeah, it really was. It really was. I think so anyway. But the the LeBron generation thinks that this one is better.
Yeah.
And they have a point. You
even make an argument that LeBron's as good as Jordan, or it's not even close.
Oh yeah, no, I think you can make an argument for sure.
Make an argument, yeah,
for sure.
Well, here's the thing: like when it's all said and done, LeBron will probably have like the most points scored. He'll win the most points scored by a player. Like he'll be the leading scorer of all time.
Maybe, yeah, maybe.
He's close right now. But see, Jordan walked away for those 3 years. If he never walked away for those 3 years, how long did he walk away for? Was it 3 years?
Something like that. I think it was a year. I thought it was a year or a couple years.
It was at least 2 years.
Yeah.
And then he he didn't play that long.
I thought the fact that, like I said, he won those championships with the Bulls. I mean, he just he was solid, man. He was just solid. But I could argue that LeBron, took Cleveland, who didn't have that many people. I mean, Steve Kerr, and they had Scottie Pippen. He's always had Scottie Pippen when he won those championships.
He never really had a great center, though.
No, wasn't Cartwright a center, if I'm not mistaken?
He was that good, though. He's okay.
No, he never had a good center. But, like I said, LeBron, I think, may have done more with less.
You think so?
Than Jordan. But, when you take a look at him with Miami, I mean, with Dwayne Wade and who the other, Chris Paul, I think was the other guy. I mean, that's listen, man, that's a dream team right there. You're not going to beat those guys.
Yeah, Jordan really only took 1 year off.
Yeah, because he wants to play baseball or something like that.
That only lasted like a year. And then he left in 98. And then he came back.
When I heard of for gambling, he left. The rumor is that he left because of the gambling.
What, 9? Oh, and then he started playing baseball?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Let's see how many seasons he played. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 seasons.
Yeah. It's a lot, man.
And he left in 98. He came back in 2001 and played for the Wizards for 2 years.
And I could say Jordan carried those teams. He definitely carried the teams. He was definitely the team leader. But LeBron also, like I said, man, LeBron could have been the MVP of the finals when they lost to Golden State. I mean, that's how good he did. That's how good he was. Centurion said Jordan is much better than LeBron. Yeah, I mean, I think it's arguable. I think it's arguable. I really do. I don't think it's as cut and dry as people think. Was Jordan better? I think he was. But is LeBron in the argument? Yeah, he definitely well, Raphael Dawkins says that Jordan was a worldwide icon, LeBron not so much. But yeah, but that's not what we're talking about here. We're talking about who's the best player, So, yeah.
Yeah, I like Jordan's game better. Let me ask you another. I had this. Who's better, John Stockton or Isaiah Thomas?
Isaiah Thomas.
Do you think it's even close, or do you think
no?
Isaiah
Thomas is the man. No, Isaiah Thomas is the man.
Really? Because I was looking at John Stockton's game, and I was looking at he's the all-time leader in assists. He's the all-time leader in steals.
Well, listen, John Stockton is good. There's no question about it. But Isaiah's the man, boy.
Because Isaiah was more of a scorer. He was a point guard, obviously, but Stockton was a pass-first type guy.
Yeah.
And
he was definitely the leader of those Pistons teams. The Bad Boys and everything like that. How stacked was that Bad Boys team they had? They had him. They had Dennis Rodman. They had Lambeer. It was a pretty stacked team too. So yeah, they were really good. They were good.
Yeah. So it's interesting. It's really interesting when you think about it.
Yeah. I mean, I think it was more. And I can't even say there was more interest. I don't know. I know I was interested in it more when Jordan was there. And when he left, I wasn't that interested.
I love Jordan. I love Jordan. Like as a player, I liked him.
Yeah.
But I did hear he was kind of a jerk as a person.
Had to be. Listen, man, nobody this is the thing. And it's that old cliche where they say, you never want to meet your heroes. And that's 100%. I believe it's 100% true because anybody that good, okay, is got to be just a complete nightmare to work with. He just does.
Because he's such a perfectionist.
Yeah. And look at who's the other one? Lance Armstrong, the biker, the one who won all the Tour de France, the guy that juiced up and everything like that.
Yeah.
I heard he was an idiot too. I heard he was a complete jerk to everyone. I heard he was a complete jerk.
Lance Armstrong?
Yeah. I heard he was a complete jerk also. Centurion says Kobe was better than LeBron. No way. Kobe's not even in that conversation.
No, I think Kobe's better than LeBron?
No.
Two different positions, too.
Yeah, two different positions. But, listen, man, LeBron could carry a team to the finals. And he didn't have a lot of help. Kobe couldn't.
Oh, you're saying without Shaq?
Yeah, without Shaq.
I think everybody needs players.
If you put Kobe in Cleveland, do they win a title?
With the same squad that LeBron had?
Yep. Not so much.
You don't think so? No.
Nope. LeBron's a choke artist. Yeah, he's got some championships, though. Can't be that much of a choke artist.
He's got 3 titles, right?
Huh?
3 titles.
I think so. But to do what he did, like I said, to do what he did in Cleveland, to take him that far, I mean, and he ultimately won. I mean, he won a championship.
Do you like that he went to Miami though?
I don't. I don't.
And then he went to then he comes back to Cleveland, and then he leaves and goes to the Lakers.
No, but you know what? He came here and he won a championship. I'm fine with it. Whatever he does after that, we're fine with. But no, I don't like that. I don't. Because like I said, I mean. And now he's got Anthony Davis over there with the Lakers. I mean, and he's a good player. I don't know, man. I just don't. I don't. The thing we liked about Jordan, the thing I liked about Jordan is that he stayed with one team. You know what I mean? He stayed with one team throughout. I mean, at the end of his career, he went to the Wizards. I gotcha, but he won those titles with one team, and then he win like 6.
Yeah, he won 6.
Was it 6? I mean, come on, man. I mean, I get where you're coming from when you try to compare those two, but I don't know, man.
Once Jordan got there was no stopping him.
No way.
Nope.
So there it is. All right, guys, we're going to sign off here. Make sure to catch us on Sunday, where we do our regular show Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern, and we're going to be doing some fantasy fights. We'll also have the latest news and rumors for you guys. Until then, we will see you Sunday. Thanks for tuning in.
Take care, guys.